Hey everybody, Malika here with another message from the heart. Um, this one was inspired by um, this sweet little basil plant right here. So I was just talking to a friend about my experience with it, and I just got like this, I'll call it like a download, like this warm feeling and this inspiration, and it brought such clarity as an analogy for other things. So I wanted to share it. So I'll just say and start off by sharing that I have killed many a house plant in my day. My father had a green thumb, and I would say that I maybe had a brown thumb for a number of years, but with COVID, because I've always wanted a garden, and I'd be like to myself, sis, like, how are you gonna have a garden when you're killing house plants? The ingredients, water and sun, like, how are we messing this up? But anyway, I just wanted to give some context because with COVID, there was I've always loved nature and being out in nature, but the plant thing and my connection to it as far as cultivating things was a little bit murky. And, with COVID slowing everything down, at least in my life last year, I really wanted to strengthen that connection and take some baby steps, maybe to realizing this garden dream that I've had for a number of years. So I started with an herb garden, starting small, and I wanted to do that again. And so I got this basil this year, and it's a little bit high maintenance. In the region I'm at, the region I'm in, it's too cold to put it outside in the potted until June, because our evenings cool down sometimes below 50 degrees. So that being said, I put it in the window and would water it, and then I forgot all about it. All about it. Didn't even cross my mind, nothing. And when I remembered, it's like, oh no, I looked at it, it was looking pitiful, y'all. I thought it was a goner. Leaves all like, crumpled up. It was droopy. And so I still gave it some water and sat it in the sink so I could water it a couple more times because, the dirt was all dried up. And I just left it in the sink overnight, and then once the soil was looking moist and much better, I put it back in the window again. And when I tell you the snapback is real, no more than 24, 48 hours. Ta-da! It's back, y'all. It's back. It's been resurrected, honey. Maybe it was in a coma, maybe it wasn't all the way dead, it was in a coma, and it's now awake. But I was telling a friend of mine who started his own patio garden about it yesterday, and I just like I said it earlier, I got like this warmth and this like inspired thought about how this plant is an analogy for our dreams and ideas, and how they want to grow. Like, they have their own intelligence, right? Like, this plant, after I just watered it a little bit and put it back out in the window, like, it wants to live and wants to grow, and it snapped back. And same with our ideas and dreams. But if we don't give it our consciousness, right? Our attention, our energy, just like I forgot about this, when we forget about our ideas and dreams and we don't take them seriously, they won't flourish and grow. They need our attention, even if it's just thinking of it and not even taking an action, but keeping it on your mental and emotional radar. And so I think that's one of the powerful things of like, one manifesting, they say, like that whole inner visualization, and, like feeling and acting as if connecting to it energetically in that way. And then taking inspired action when you are inspired to do so. So like for me with this plant, right? Oh, the inspired action was like, okay, it needs some water, it's time to tend to it. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that because it was so clear and so clean and so easy. Like, it wants to grow. Our dreams and ideas want to grow. It doesn't have to be a lot of toiling and effort all the time. When we're taking inspired actions, when we're connected to it, when we give it our loving attention and time when it requires it. And so I just wanted to share that it doesn't have to be difficult. Like, whatever idea or dream has its own intelligence, and it shows you whatever it is. For me, there's been some scripts and different ideas that I haven't really been giving my time and attention. haven't really taken them as seriously. And I'm saying that not with like any judgment, but just with honest um, observation. And so it was just like, okay, let's get back on it. Let's spend some time with it and nurturing it. And the other thing I want to just share that's coming to mind is that sometimes the seeds that we plant, um, we have our own timeline, which may not be in harmony with the timeline of whatever the idea or dream is. And so don't dig up that seed or give up on it too soon. You're not too old. You don't have to know all the answers. Like, it shows you for a reason. And so even if you don't see like the seedling breaking through the dirt, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And how often do we give up on, or we dig up something, um, you know, dig up a seed, and then that just kind of like destroys it, or hinders its progress and growth. So patience, timing, there's some things that I've planted seeds in my life energetically that are from 20 years ago that are just starting to break ground. And so I just, want to share that it's not too late, that dream, that idea wants to be nurtured. It wants to flourish, and it doesn't have to take a tremendous amount of effort, just some, to get it going and for it to bloom. So I hope that's been helpful. I'd love to hear in your comments if this sparked any ideas in you, or reminded you of some ideas that you haven't taken action on. And also some ways that you might keep things in your consciousness. I know people have done vision boards. Those don't quite resonate with me. So I'm also interested in what are some things that you do that have shown or have been effective in keeping you connected to your ideas, visions, and dreams. All right, that's all for now, my loves. Until the next time, take good care. Bye-bye. Oh, one more time, the basil wants to say bye too. Bye, y'all.